Shalom everyone. In today's video, we will be dissecting and exposing the lies of Moreh, who's explaining the name of Ahaya Ashar Ahaya, Hebraically. Now, I don't follow this man. I don't know what he teaches, but I chose this video for two reasons. Number one, his argument is so silly and simple. It's a perfect video to start with for those who have a minimal background in Hebrew. And number two, he's a classic example of only one out of the hundreds of videos of leaders who've manipulated and altered the meaning of Hebrew words to create a different message than what's actually being said. And this happens because, number one, the sheep don't know the Hebrew to confirm what's being said, and they're lazy in their own research. So this is one of the reasons why it's so important to learn the Hebrew language. So let's begin. All right, so this video is called Ahaya Ashar Ahaya by Christians Wake Up. So we're gonna start the video at times 9 minutes.
And said God to Moses, I am. So there's that word Ahaya right there. I'm going to highlight this just so you can see. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to say we're going to break down Ahaya first. We're going to go to Translate, Google Translate, because this is where you're going to find out, and I'm going to show you how they break the word up and that it means different things. So we're in Translate. Let me see if it actually copied. No, let me go back here and copy first. Let me copy Ahaya again. Copy that. Now, let's see here if I can get, there we go. Ahaya right here. This word. Now you see how it says I-A-Y-E is because it has all of the letters in there. Ahaya. But what we're going to do is I'm going to take out and break down the first. So I'm erasing. So it gives you the letter A. Now let me show you something real quick. When you have the letter A there, this is the aleph. So in the modern English, that's your aleph. What the aleph is the word one. Let me see if I can expand it. See it right here below where it says one. That's the aleph. So that's the same as me doing this. Let's do this. Let's erase the I, and let's just type in the word one. And then I'm going to go right here. See the first, the aleph, one. That's what the aleph is because it's the first letter of the aleph bayat, which is the same word as we have in English, the alphabet. Aleph bayat is the alphabet, which most people don't know that English actually derived from Hebrew. That's a whole other lesson. So they just created a whole strange language from the original Hebrew. Aleph bayat, alphabet. Okay, so we have right here the one. So that's what the means, or the aleph in modern. Now let's go to the next letter, which was, because it was ahaya. So we're going to the H. So I want to show you what the H is. Let me switch back over here and show you what H is. There we go. There you go. So here's your ha. So aleph, bet, gimel, dalet, hey, or ha. Hey for if you're in modern, ha if you're doing paleo. But right there, that H is the word God. And we already know what the last two letters are. It's the word Yah, his holy name. So ahaya means one God, Yah. Afterwards, let's break down the next word, ashar.
All right, so first of all, the letter Aleph does not mean one. That's like saying in Roman numerals that the letter I means one, or that the letter V means 5. A system was created for these letters to have a numerical value. So oftentimes you'll see the alphabet used to symbolize, for example, days of the week. So I have here an image of the opening hours of a business. For those of you who can read the Hebrew, it says Shaot Pticha Yuli 2023. This is the opening hours of July for 2023 for a business. So I'm going to show you here the opening hours of the gym. It says Aleph ad Hey from 6 to 10 o'clock. So the letters Aleph through Hey are an abbreviation for the days of the week. So Yom Aleph symbolizes Yom Rishon, which is Sunday. Yom Bet, which has the numerical value of 2, like the second day, is Yom Sheni, which is Monday, or Yom Gimel, which has the numerical value of 3. Yom Shlishi, being the third day, is Tuesday, and that continues throughout the rest of the days of the week. Now, you will never hear anybody say, on Yom Aleph, I'm going to the grocery store. You will never hear that. They will say on Yom Rishon, on Sunday, I'm going to the grocery store, not Aleph. You'll also see these letters used to symbolize class grade. So first grade would be Kita Aleph. Second grade, Kita Bet. Third grade, Kita Gimel, and so forth, all the way up to 12th grade. You'll also see letters being used sometimes for chapters of a book or even for the Hebrew biblical calendar. Now, you'll never see the letters of the alphabet being used to number the amount of an object. So I'll give you an example. We have here in Deuteronomy 6:4, the Shema. It says, Shema Israel, Yahweh Eloheinu, Yahweh Echad. It does not say Yahweh Aleph, but it says Yahweh Echad, the number 1. Another example I have here, Zechariah 14:7. Ahaya Yom Echad, and it was one day, Yom Echad. It does not say Yom Aleph. So those are just 2 brief examples. His second point was that Hey means God. So the man just said that the letter Aleph means 1. This would mean that the letters would follow after to complete this formula. So if the letter Hey has a numerical value of 5, and he's saying that Ahaya means 1 God Yah, this is incorrect. It should be 1 5 Yah. So this is one of the things that I was mentioning earlier, that people pick and choose and manipulate the Hebrew to create a message that they wanted to say. So now I'm going to tell you what he was looking at on the Google Translate. So when he scrolled down, if you go back to when I showed the video, showed his point out, the hey at the bottom of the Google Translate, it had an apostrophe at the bottom. And whenever you see an apostrophe next to a letter, this is typically going to be an abbreviation for something. So this is an abbreviation that the Jews created for the word Hashem, which means the name. So this word, Hashem, this is what the Jews use instead of saying the name of Yahweh. So you'll hear them say this throughout daily life, either Hashem or Elohim, because they don't say Yahweh. You'll hear it in their prayers, in their blessings, and in their songs. So I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to play a quick video of this man singing a song. You're going to see the abbreviation Hey with the Yod, and listen closely. You're going to hear him say the name Hashem. And I have it circled down below each time he says it.
Ani Hashem barati, Shabbat lachem natati. Ani Hashem barati, Shabbat lachem natati.
All right, so he just said Hashem twice, just so you know for your knowledge. He said, Ani Hashem barati. I am Hashem, I created. Shabbat lachem natati. A Shabbat I gave to you all. Okay, so let's continue on with his second point for the word ashar.
Let's break down the next word, ashar, right here. Ashar, I'm going to copy that. Go back to Google Translate. I told you, ashar is 2 words. Actually, you can just look right here. See where it says the word who all the way over to the left, and it says asur underneath. Sir is well, let's just say it's asur. Paleo Hebrew is ashar. So going to Google Translate, so we know what the is. The is 1. So let's see what the shar is. We're going to right here. I'm going to put the shar in there total. Now the ashar together means which. Take out that which we know is 1. Hold on for a second. Let me just move that over. There we go. That's what I'm going to do. That there. Minister. So, minister. Now, what does the word minister mean? Let's do this. Let's translate it. Let's go minister. Right here.
He's manipulating the words again. You cannot divide the word how you want to divide it. That's one whole word, asher, which means that. We'll get into that in part 2. But one sound difference can make a completely different word. The word minister is not shar with sheen, but the word minister is sar with sin, sar, that is minister. So he says, so the word that he's trying to point out is not even there. Ashar that he's saying, which is asher, it has a sheen in it. Minister is a scene. That's two different letters.
One at the top, shar, see it? Without the A. So we see it's still minister. Minister, prince, ruler, chief, head, commander. That's what the word minister is. I am one God, Yah, one minister, one leader. I forgot to put the word prince there, but one prince, one leader, one commander, one head, one God, Yah. The word Egypt, the old name for Egypt is Mitzrayim, which is where you get the word Ra. It's Ra, I am, Mitzrah, because they named it after their God, Ra. They worship the sun god.
Mitzrayim does not come from the word Ra. It comes from the word Sar, which means to be narrow or to be straight, to restrict somebody or to bind something. And all of this creates oppression. This is why Yah says he brought us out of the land of our captivity, out of our oppression. He did not bring us out of the hand of Ra. In the meantime, I strongly advise you watch our video on part 3 of the name of Yah, and also some of the videos of our spiritual leader, Sibaya. She has several videos on the name of Yah with an even deeper explanation. So I shared this video for some more encouragement on learning the Hebrew language. And really quickly, please do not use Google Translate for your Torah studies. There is nothing wrong with using the Google Translate, but oftentimes it can be wrong or incorrect, and it's just not a good source to use for Bible. But again, I shared this video for more encouragement in learning Hebrew so that we are not so easily deceived and turned away for a buffoonery like this. So for those of you who are interested in learning Hebrew with us, we have our upcoming courses, which begin on August 20th and 21st, and the registration deadline takes place on August 17th, which is a Thursday. So registration details will be in our description box, and we hope to see you all who are interested in class and look forward again to our upcoming part 2 video on this series. Shalom.